No doubt there is coup d'etats in former French colonies, but to many it seems a revolution. The young men and women in uniform are rising against a colonial power that refused to live and continue to control their affairs. The civilians are helpless, so they are coming out of situation and said they must put a stop to the continued colonization by French, which controls the Africa politics, economy, and Africa resources. The coup in different Africa countries happened because it has been necessitated by an overbearing neo-colonizer, the French. The people want to reclaim their territory. African leaders want to be in power perpetually. They see democracy as a monarchy system. They always want to be in power and transfer same to their children. They are always the preferred by the Western nations so that their puppets will remain in power to their own advantage. In Africa, power is always moving around the leaders. They are always putting themselves in power. At the end of the day, they hand over to their children, handling different economic sector to their children. It might seem not one person, but same people. It is always a matter of same people, from governorship to be in Senate, from being Senate to ministerial appointee. They are always at the top of different parastatals or the other. At the end of the day, they always circulate it to their children. But the masses are always being used to do different bad jobs, like snatching of ballot boxes and others. Some African leaders call themselves Democrats, but at the end of the day, some of them are seen looting the resources of their countries to the Western world, misleading the people. In recent times, some of the African countries have been on news. Now, little history about Gabon and Togo. Gabon is supposed to be one of the richest countries in Africa. It is the fifth largest producers of oil and has a population of 2.3 million people. Everyone in Gabon is supposed to live like a king, but the poverty rate in Gabon is 33%. One of the powerful families in Gabon is the Bongos family. The Bongos family took over the country with their friends, buying houses all over the world, including France particularly. Poverty rate in Gabon is very high. African leaders must understand they are not a better citizen than anybody. They are given a responsibility, a role to play to help develop the country and its citizens and make sure there is peace. The other country is Togo. The current president of Togo is Faure Gnassingbe, born since June 1966. He's currently 57 years. He has been the president of Togo since 2005. Before assuming the presidency, he was appointed by his father, his predecessor, as Minister of Equipment, Mines, Post and Telecommunication, serving from 2003 to 2005 before he became the president. He was re-elected in 2010, 2015 and 2020. Togo gained its independence from France in 1960. In 1967, Gnassingbe Eyedema, he was the father and the former president and the predecessors of Faure Gnassingbe, the present president of Togo. He led a successful military coup d'etat, after which he became president of an anti-communist, a single party, eventually in 1993. Eyedema faced multi-party elections, which was marked by irregularities, and won the presidency 3 times. At the time of his death, Eyedema was the longest-serving leader in modern Africa history, having been president 38 years in 2005. His son inherited the position by what they called election. Togo economy depends highly on agriculture, with a climate that provides good growing seasons. Its official language is French. Anita Erin reporting for GTV.